How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are kicking off the long grand tour of Dokkan Festival Toppo.
Goku! 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 Dad! Goku! It's up to you, Kakarot. Don't you fail. Know this! I'm the leader of Universe 11's most elite combat unit, the Skeleton Handsome Pride Trooper. I am the warrior of freedom, Top!
Alrighty, so we are kicking off the long grand tour here of Toppo versus every difficult boss in Dokkan, right? We are including Beast Gohan, Gogeta, Cell Max, Kid Buu, right? Everything. We're doing the whole thing with Toppo here. So we're gonna be running several different variations of his team to kind of fit the needs of his fight, right? I mean, the nice thing about Toppo, right? He does lead tournament participants and special pose, so you could run a special pose variant. We probably won't be doing that in this video. I'm going to save that for another one. So we'll mostly focus on tournament participants and specifically the Universal Survival Saga team, because that's kind of where he is most at home, just simply due to his links, right? He wants to be around either Dispo or Jiren, and that's kind of where he's going to work best. So Beast Gohan we're starting off with, because while it is one of the hardest fights, it's honestly not one of his hardest fights. He actually does, because of this team, actually does surprisingly well in this fight. So we actually do, I mean, geez, at this rate, we might actually just finish Beast off, or well, Gohan rather, off this turn. There we go. All right, we got another. So we get the super out of Toppo. Okay, so we don't actually finish him. All right, so remember, we do have that guard for this turn, right? And I mean, ideally, he would rather be in slot 1, but I mean, we can get away with not having him in slot 1, especially because we need things like Evolution Blue Vegeta here to, you know, get his build up. But I don't know. Let's just keep this rotation together, right? So let's keep Toppo and Jiren together here. I think that'll be our main Toppo rotation. Because, I mean, obviously it is his showcase, so we do want to keep him on. There we go. Alright, so this is a friend Toppo. We'll see how he does here. I believe he is 79%. So, all paths open here. Alright, here we go. So, Jiren. Are we actually going to get the hits we need for Jiren? No, we're not. Okay. Alright, so, I mean, I feel like that's one of the things I've been running into a lot with him through this Grand Tour, is that between, right, the combination of a UI rotation and a Toppo and Jiren rotation, we are actually, like, killing the enemy before guys like Jiren can end up taking the hits that they need. So we'll see if we can actually get them here. We're going to keep AGL UI in front. Tech has been missing a lot of dodges for me lately, so I don't know that I want to risk that. So let's just go ahead and do this. We'll let the AGL finish getting his dodge and possibly get the last bit of build he needs for that post-revival. There we go. We get the additional super with UI Goku. Alright, nice. We actually got the triple here. Oh, nice. We dodged the super. Oh, beautiful. 100% dodge there. Not really. It's like 98%, but I mean, we dodged everything, so we love that. We take that. Okay, so we may not actually finish this right here. Yeah, okay, especially with us getting those normals there. There we go. Okay, so I mean, the thing with Dispo, right, is he's actually really good. I mean, he can. I've had my Dispo here get like over 14 million on his attack stat, right? Like he can actually do pretty good if we can actually proc those dodges and extra supers. So I mean, maybe we'll see that here. I mean, Beast Gohan loves to lock slot 1, so I mean, it's entirely possible he could roll up slot 1 and get locked, and then maybe we'll get to see some of those cool dodges out of him. So. Ooh, okay, so the friend here isn't fully link leveled. We're gonna risk putting him in front. I think we still have another turn. Yeah, I think we still have another turn of his guard, so let's just do this.
That side of me is through.
Alright, so I am transforming to God of Destruction mode, so that way we just have that little extra power, and if we do it right, it's, you know, maybe we can kill him this turn, and that way we can enter the next turn with Tech UI ready to go. There we go. Alright. I think it's really going to depend on how much Jiren does here, because while Toppo can get some pretty good attack in slot 2 and slot 3, well, I mean, he is supported by the other Toppo, so this might actually be a pretty decent rotation for him, but I don't think it's, yeah, 14 million, that's pretty good. I don't think it's, especially because ours is 55% here, I don't think this is going to be, yeah, it's not enough to take him down. Oh, but we did get the additional super. I did give mine 7 additional super attacks, so... Right, and it isn't, of course, right? If this was the active skill turn, we would have guaranteed crits here, and we would have actually been able to take him down. So, unfortunately, that does mean we don't have Tech UIs. I don't think I'm going to transform Tech UI just yet. I'm going to wait, so that way we have that guaranteed dodge turn on the active skill turn. Or, I'm sorry, on the Beast Gohan turn. That's what I meant. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Alright, so here we are, rolling into the final phase. And he locks Toppo in slot 2. So let's go ahead and transform Toppo here.
I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That side of me is through.
Alright, so we have the transformation in God of Destruction, and we can actually use his active here, so we are going to use it so we get those guaranteed crits.
I ordain what will not exist as my cause, and to serve it, I forsake all else.
Alright, nice. It's actually a pretty good chunk of damage here. So we're going to keep him in slot 2. So we just need to make sure Dispo dodges in slot 1. And there goes the super. We do get the dodge. Very nice. So very good. Alright, so hopefully we can actually start dealing some damage here with Dispo. We do get a critical hit. We get another super. Nice. Okay, well, double digits post super. That's not bad. All right, so this friend Toppo should have guaranteed crits this turn. We do have Toppo next to him, so it's got a pretty good chunk of damage. Would have been nice if we actually got the additional super attack. And of course, our Jiren still isn't fully built up, but this should still do a pretty half decent sized chunk. There we go. We get an additional super. Yeah, he needs to get hit more. Alright, excellent. Okay, so pretty decent turn here. Toppo took double digits post super from Beast Gohan, so that's pretty good. And now our other God of Destruction Toppo is locked in slot 1. So let's go ahead and let's use Tech UI's active. Alrighty, so this is technically a guaranteed dodge turn, and that would be really, really good if we could actually put him in slot 1, but we cannot. So we do want to take advantage of his counter, so we're going to put him slot 3 into the active for Toppo here.
What you will not exist, that's my cause. And to serve it, I forsake all else.
Okay, pretty good chunk of damage on our 55% one here. Definitely helps now that we have UI's domain up. He does benefit from the full UI domain. So let's go ahead and grab this, and I mean, okay, nice. We take double digits. Okay, so here comes the super from Beast Gohan. This is what I wanted to see. How much does it take a super from Beast Gohan? 300k, and we had already received a couple of hits before this. So you know what? Honestly, that's really good. 300k from Beast Gohan. That's, I mean, granted, that's with UI's domain up, but that's still really, really good. So, I mean, already first showing, first leg of the Grand Tour here, and he tanks one of the hardest hitting supers on global currently. So, definitely finding myself more and more impressed with him, and I do believe that is our 55% copy. So, right, not the friend. So that's actually pretty even more impressive. Here we go. We get an additional super with UI Goku. Oh, 0 damage on that. Wow. Hey, how about this one? There we go. With the crit, we actually do it. So we can't actually kill him with the crits, but I mean, we'll basically have him close enough to 0 that we could just... I think we have AGL UI's active up, so we could actually just use... Oh, no, not AGL UI. We have Blue Evolution's act... Oh, no, we don't. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Wow. Are we actually going to have this much of a risk this close? Oh, okay, there it is. Thank goodness. Okay. I was about to say, all right, well, let's take no risks. Let's go ahead and do this.
An attack you won't be able to destroy! This is everything I've got!
Excellent. Okay, so honestly, not too bad of a showing from Toppo against Beast Gohan, right? One of the hardest fights in the game currently. 300k from that super is no laughing matter. That, I mean, it just tells you, yeah, this dude is as good as they say. He's definitely holding his own. So we're going to pause the video. We're going to come back into the Kid Buu fight. Alright, we are loaded into the Kid Buu fight. This is another really, really hard event that is released on Global. I don't know that it's his hardest fight, but I think it is a good follow-up to Beast Gohan. Let's see here. What makes it a good follow-up to Beast Gohan is that it is a very, very short fight, and Kid Buu hits a lot early on, which means it'll be very easy and quick to lose his damage reduction once we transform, if we can even make it there, right? Because Kid Buu coming out the gate at turn 3, right? That turn 4 transformation is, well, not the best. Like, wow. I mean, honestly, that's not too bad for being type disadvantaged, but right, that basically means we have to survive at least 1 to 2 turns in the int phase with our base Toppo before we can transform him. Alright, here we go. So there's a couple attacks there too for Jiren so that he can absorb them and get his build. Okay, excellent. And then, of course, we brought Frieza in 17. This is the Kid Buu fight. We can't attack lower, so we did bring Frieza in 17, and, of course, Evokin to help us out with that. There we go. We get an additional super on Frieza 17. This is perfect. Alright, nice. So we do tank that for double digits, and... Okay, alright. I see the setup here. So what we're going to do is... I think we're going to have to float off AGL UI. I think that's the best play to ensure complete survival this turn. And then as long as we get a few extra supers out of Evokin, we should be able to have them tank those normals. So let's just grab that with TOPPO, since we know he'll survive slot 1 from the previous rotation. Let's grab that, and then... Let's see, I guess we just grab that to get the 24 key. Okay, not bad. Alright, excellent. So, TOPPO taking double digits. Alright, so we just need an extra super out of these guys. We did get their rainbow orbs, so they should have a chance. We just need to be able to survive this turn, that's all. Alright, nice. So we should definitely at this point be able to tank the normals so that UI can go ahead and tank the super for us. Or dodge tank, rather. Alright, perfect. Yep, they do manage to survive. Alright, so no matter how many supers we do here with Goku, we just need to make sure we dodge that 2 million super. There we go. Nice. And we get a additional normal. Excellent. So we dodge the super, and that carries us into the end phase. Alright, let's see here. Let's grab that with TOPPO. We do have one more turn of his extra damage reduction, so let's take advantage. Alright, perfect. Oh, there goes the super, and of course it's on TOPPO. Oh, 300k there from type disadvantage. Wow, he takes almost as much as he took from from Beast transform as he does from Buu. That's kind of crazy. Alright, nice. Jiren is still possible to tank double digits here, so that's good. Alright, and UI Goku here should be okay, right? As long as we get the dodges. We do know his 18 key can hit, but I think the 12 key is nullified by Kid Buu, right? Yes, it is. Oh, wow, we missed that dodge. Wow, we are barely alive. Oh, no, how do we deal with this? Okay. Wow, alright. Well, let's do that number. Let's do this with Evokin. Let's use their active. Alright, so now they have less defense, but they're going to be able to hit a lot harder. So we're going to have to grab this with TOPPO. Hope he tanks and doesn't get a super. We'll grab this with 17 and Frieza. And then we'll go ahead and take this with Evokin here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, nice. We are able to tank there this turn with TOPPO. And now, right, between Evokin and Frieza and 17, we should be able to attack lower him enough to make it through the rest of these phases. Alright, nice. Alright, Free Season 17 actually proccing their additional supers and getting in that damage. There we go, perfect. We get another one, yes. Okay, perfect. So they are taking double digits. We get 20 million out of Evo Ken, so with the additional supers that they're going to get, we should definitely be able to take him down here. There's one. There's two. Ooh, so close. There's a normal. There's another normal. There it is. All right, so this super should finish the trick. Perfect. All right, so not bad. So 2 hardest fights on Global down, effortlessly taking down Kid Buu and Beast Gohan with the Dokkan Festival Topo. So we're going to pause the video. We're going to come right back with the Cell Max run. Alrighty, so we are here up against the Cell Max stage. Now we're starting to increasingly see harder and harder fights for the Dokkan Fest Topo. Because of how hard Cell Max comes out the gate swinging here, this is actually an incredibly hard fight for us, but we're going to make it work, right? So we do have both Topos turn 1 here. So we're going to put one in slot 1. We're going to grab this with UI Goku, and then of course we'll send the other off this rotation. So, okay, 100k on that first hit. Kind of a lot, but I think post-super we're going to be okay. Yeah, perfect. Exactly like I thought. So it's just that one hit. Oh, well, okay, now we gotta deal with a super. Okay, 300k. So supers, first phase, do deal a lot to Topo, which makes sense. It is type disadvantage for him. Alright, here we go. Alright, we get another super out of UI Goku, so more supers we get, the stronger our third slot unit in this case is going to be. So the other Topo is actually coming out at 13 million. Very nice. Alrighty, so I know what you're thinking. Why is Kato Precia here? Well, it's because he has a guaranteed seal, and I wanted to test him out on this team against the Cell Max because, I mean, we're going to die here no matter what, but with Kato Precia here, beyond the next turn, we'll be able to guaranteed seal him, which means he'll never be in any real danger from a super. There we go. Okay, so yeah, definitely not doing a lot with this guy, unless we end up critting. Alright, here we go. Boom, and there goes that death. Okay, so now we go ahead and we revive with UI Goku.
This fight's not over yet. Vegeta at 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
Alrighty, so we are now post-revive with UI Goku, which means he's going to be stronger when he comes back to this rotation with the Tech UI. So let's go ahead and grab that. Hopefully we can dodge. Let's grab that. Alright, here we go. And then we get some pretty decent key here with Jiren. Come on, UI. You got to dodge, man. Hey, there we go. There's that dodge we needed. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Oh, okay. Alright, so we literally can't get touched the rest of this turn. Oh my goodness. Okay, double digits there. That's good. Alright, how about you, Jiren? There we go. Okay, Jiren's fine. So somehow, miraculously, we survived with with almost no HP left. So, alright, we're going to go ahead. We're going to transform TOPPO here. Alright, so best thing we can do here, yeah. Okay, let's have Kataprija here get the guaranteed seal, and then let's go ahead and tackle these Fizz Orbs so we can get a heal with TOPPO. Alright, let's try that and see if we can get some more. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and this is basically just because there's more attacks there in slot 3. Alright, there we go. So, guaranteed seal with Kataprija, which means he's not going to be in any danger, especially because there's no other attacks there in slot 1, so this is perfect. Alright, let's go. Dispo, give us a crit here. Alright, nice. There we go. We're getting the dodges with Dispo. 12 million on our TOPPO here, so that's good. Alright, here we go. So this is the turn we've been waiting for, right? With the transformation on Tech UI. Perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking we probably won't come back here, so let's do this. Grab this with AGL UI, and let's grab this with Tech, because there's a lot of attacks there in the final slot for him. Alright, nice. 11 million. Perfect. Alright, so we get the dodges with the AGL UI, so now we have guaranteed dodge with Tech UI, so all we need to do is those counters to actually deal some major damage. Nice, there we go. Okay, so we're doing quite a bit of damage with UI Goku's counters here. Excellent. Hey, we get another one. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, nice. So we have another setup for Kataprija in slot 1 where we don't have to worry about him taking any attacks. Let's grab that. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Alright, let's grab that with Jiren and grab that with Dispo. There we go. So we got that guaranteed seal, so we know we don't have to worry about any super attacks coming anybody's way here, so we just have to survive the normals. Alright, excellent. So we do get the super attack. No additional though. Alright, nice. Okay, kind of need him to proc 4 to 5 supers here, just so that way we just get to the end of this fight a little bit sooner. The longer we drag this out, the harder it's going to become for characters like Toppo or Dispo here, I feel like. There we go. Alright, nice. We do dodge the attacks. Let's see. Oh, okay. We can use the God of Destruction mode on 1, so let's do that. Alright, so let's do the first active skill for 10 million. Nice. Alright, and let's do the second. Alright, perfect. So now... Alright, let's grab that. Let's grab that. And perfect. We'll grab that. Alright, nice. Okay, so we get another attack with AGL UI Goku. So this should sort of really push the boss down here. There we go. We get a double super. Ooh, nice. We actually get a triple. Alrighty, excellent. So, ooh, wow, that's a lot. I did not anticipate that much on him. Nice. Alright. Alrighty, so we did float him off once, so let's go ahead and let's use Jiren. Alright, let's take the one with Tech UI. Let's grab that. Alright, and we'll take him. There we go. And we get the additional super, so now people are supported for the 59% and the extra on his 12 key. Alright, very nice. Okay, we get another super attack with Jiren. This is looking promising. Alright, nice. And I'm just now realizing there's no attack. So we actually got the stun on Jiren. That's right. Okay. That's right, because Jiren has a chance to stun the opponent when he shows up. And Selmax can be stunned at this point. Oh, okay. Wow. Alright, we actually got to a point where we actually got to take advantage of that. We've never done that before. Okay, excellent. So let's go ahead. So let's use UI's active at this point. There we go. Nice. Alright. Yeah, perfect. So let's do this. Let's put AGL UI in front. Grab that. And that. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, and now we got the Dokkan attack with AGL UI, which should bring us pretty close to the finish. There we go. Perfect. Alright, nice. And we get the additional super here. There we go. Alrighty, 12 million on our 55% Toppo here. Not bad. There we go. Ooh, okay. Are we actually going to finish it? If we get the extra supers, we could actually finish this with Dispo here. There we go. Alright, so Dispo down for the second leg of the Grand Tour here. So we're going to pause the video, and we are going to come back in another hard stage. Alright, we are here. We are in the next leg of this Grand Tour. This is going to be a long one, guys. These fights are a little bit slow for Toppo, but I do think it is a little bit fun. Trying to get through all of these fights in one go here. So, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Toppo slot 1 here. Yeah, let's put him slot 1. All right, so we'll try to keep Toppo and Jiren together for this. So I brought Frieza and 17 and Evo and once again as a attack lowers for this fight against the Super Saiyan Trunks. Again, you guys remember that he can be attack defense lowered defense lowered in the second phase and attack lowered in the third phase. We're going to try to take advantage of that. There we go. Alright, perfect. So we get AGL UI Goku here. So again, as you notice with most of these, we're running similar enough teams. There we go. Perfect. And that's mostly because, right, Toppo, I mean, he really wants to be on this team. We could try run Special Pose, but Special Pose is still kind of gimmicky. It's a half-decent team. It's got some good units, but they don't really mesh well together, right? It's got the Gotenks, it's got the Gammas, it's got Ginyu for some reason. It's got pockets of usability together, but even the two Gotenks don't want to be used together because they only once you transform the Int one to Super Saiyan 3, it forces the Tech one to the 12 key, which means you can't get his 11 key anymore, which is kind of what you want to prioritize with him because it gives him his damage reduction and his it gives him his damage reduction and it gives him his extra attack. So I mean, it's not the best for him. So we do have Evoken here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this phase for us. So this is going to take us into the second phase. Now remember, this can lock, so we could find ourselves in some trouble here depending on how this goes. Okay. So he does lock Toppo. I don't want to put Jiren in because since this is the first turn, Frieza and 17 can actually survive slot 1. Jiren can't if he decides to super us. So you know what? I'm gonna run with this setup. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so they do take that normal. I mean, that's for being type hit disadvantaged with how hard Trunks can hit here. It's actually pretty good. And I know they can actually survive the super because I've had them do it before. So, I mean, this is actually pretty good. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so 10 million on Toppo here. I feel like this is going to be the longest part of this fight, getting through this STR phase, just because, again, it is the STR phase. A lot of our units here are type disadvantage, but they are the units we want to be using for this fight. But also, right, he's got that crazy amount of defense. And here we go. We are not in slot 1, so we don't have our full passive, so we could actually take a bit of damage here. Oh, wow, okay. I'll take that. Perfect. There's a lot less than I thought we were going to take. Excellent. There we go. Okay, so UI gets locked slot 1. Honestly, it's probably best case scenario. We don't have to worry about anything. So let's do that. All right, let's grab that with Tech UI. And there we go. We get 8 key spheres, 2 rainbow orbs with Evoken. So, I mean, hopefully we can finish him here. That's a big hopefully. Again, we don't have any way to lower his... Well, actually, I think Evoken can lower the defense. So, we'll have that. Alright, there we go. There's 1. There's 2. Alright, so we do have the 3 supers with UI Goku, so we did actually get a bunch of support off for Evoken, but also, lucky us, we did dodge that super, and now, I mean, if we should have the crits here, so yeah, there we go. We might, depending on how many supers we get, we could blow right through this. There we go, we get another super. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Since we have the guaranteed crits, these guys can actually just melt through this guy. Nice, and they are lowering defense, that's what I thought. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, they do tank the normals. Alright, we'll take it. Alright. Unfortunately, though, right, we do have the Toppo here locked in slot 1. So let's go ahead, let's transform this one. So we can have that active skill ready the next time he shows up. I don't want to do this, but we're going to have to in case he decides he wants to super here. Alright, so we're going to put the God of Destruction Toppo here. Just because he will tank if Trunks decides to super here. Double digits. And of course he decided not to. So we honestly probably could have left him, but he decided he didn't want to super. There we go. And that takes him down. Very nice. So this rolls us into the final phase against the Super Saiyan Ant Trunks. Remember, this dude does hit hard, like really hard. Like he will one-shot anybody on this team right now if we don't dodge. But fortunately for us, we have guaranteed dodge with Tech UI this turn. So we're actually going to put AGL in front because there's way more attacks in the second slot that we want to take advantage of. So we just need to pray that AGL, yep, so we get the first dodge, and we dodge the super, thank goodness. Okay, excellent, so 21 million on AGL UI. Nice. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I think being type disadvantage here, we may not be able to kill Trunks, which is a good thing. I think it's going to depend on how much crits decide to happen here. There we go. Okay, so we are actually getting the crits on these counters, so we might actually finish him here. Oh, yeah, okay, he's definitely done for. Okay, well that is unfortunate. I kind of wanted to get Topo back over here, but I mean that's also the thing, right? Sometimes you're just gonna run teams with these characters, and you know you're gonna blitz through content. You may not even get to the transformation. So I mean that's just kind of how Trunks is. Just not quite long enough, especially if you're going to use the other. I feel like maybe Special Pose might be the one we want to try and come back to with this one, because his tournament participants with the Universe Reps team kind of. It's a bit overkill for Trunks at this point. So we're going to pause the video one more time, and we're going to come back in one of, I believe, Toppo's hardest fights, and that is the Gogeta. All right, here we are. We are in the Gogeta stage with the Topo. Again, running pretty similar teams, like I said, for this Grand Tour. I feel like we should just run his best team to show how you would typically run his setup, and we don't even have some of the easy A's we're going to use, but I think it's still going to be good.
Most elite combat unit. The gallant and handsome Pride Troopers. I am the warrior of freedom, Top!
All right, here we go. So, let's see. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to keep AGL, UI, and... Yeah, let's do this. So let's keep these two together, and let's float off the Topo in this scenario here. I feel like that's probably going to be our best bet. There we go. Okay, we get the super. So the main reason, the main thing here is I want to get the hits in with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, so that way it will have either UI Goku or his revive up at any point, right? That's kind of the main thing here with that I want to do. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're just going to fly through this. There we go. Yep. Alright, so we do get the second. So Topo doesn't even get to attack here. Just in the second phase. So now, this is why I feel like this is the hard fight for Topo. Because Topo, right, he only gets the 3 turns. Alright, well, let's go through this.
Goku!
Goku!
Goku! Goku! Dad! Goku!
It's up to you, Kakarot. Don't you fail.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's put UI in front here. And so what I think I'll do here is I'll keep one rotation UI and SSBE and the other UI and Jiren, and we'll float the Topos till the end. Because as I was saying, right, this is actually, oh wow, really? We don't dodge the super. The hard part with this fight is that yeah, jeez, really, that's how we're gonna play it today. Is that it's a bit too long for him. All right, because we'll end up, if we transform too early, we'll end up at a point where we have none of his damage reduction up, which could really hurt us since the final phase is STR. So he kind of has to play the floating support role for the first half of this fight until we're ready to transform. But with the drop here, we might actually end up. I don't think anybody else is gonna die here since we've already taken a super. So yeah, all right, we're good. Okay, so we could possibly, depending on what happens here, we could possibly end up reviving this turn. It's going to depend on who doesn't dodge or who ends up taking this super. So let's see what happens here. Alright, we get a normal on UI Goku here. Alright, and there goes the dodge. There goes the dodge. Perfect. Okay, and now Blue Evolution Vegeta coming out, right? He's got 16 mil. So he should tank the normals here post-super. I don't know about the type disadvantage. I feel, yeah, he should take the type disadvantage super here. Although if he triple supers with a crit here, that's bad. That's real bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we didn't die here. That is not good. Okay. Shoot. Okay, now we are in the first STR phase, right? We still got 2 more phases after that. And this is what I'm talking about, how this not being a good fight for TOPPO. Shoot. Alright, well, let's see. Let's grab this with UI. Take that with... Yeah, okay, let's take that with Jiren. Alright, TOPPO should still have his passive up, so we should be okay right here. Come on, UI, stop missing those dodges, right? I know it's only 70%, but, I mean, you're scaring us, man. Right, there we go. We get the additional super. So these are actually helping Jiren, right? Get out that damage, and TOPPO to a degree. Yes. Okay. Thank goodness we dodged the super. All right. So we should be good. I think even TOPPO could probably tank post super since we know he doesn't have to take a super. He should be fine on the normals. There we go. Okay, so these hits definitely going to help out our Jiren, right? Get that key he needs. Get that bigger attack buff. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't call that tanking, but it's not the worst. So we're going to float the other TOPPO off. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's do that. I mean, honestly, I'm literally putting Blue Evolution here just to kind of force the revive if he decides to super, but he doesn't. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Are we going to have another situation where we can't revive? There we go. We get the additional... Nope, we get a normal. Still a crit, though. Okay, no additional there. Okay, what about UI Goku? What's he going to do? There's the first attack. We do have the 24 key. There we go. We get the crit. Okay, so no revive this turn. Things are starting to look a little scary here. I'm going to be honest. There we go. All right, so that rolls us into the tech phase here. Wow. Okay. All right, let's transform UI Goku. Alrighty, so, I mean, legit, if we had more HP, I might try to swing waiting a turn to do this, but, I mean, I don't think we can risk it right now, so we are going to put him in front since there's a lot of attacks there. We have guaranteed dodge this turn, so we're going to take advantage of that. Okay, and then we'll grab this with Dispo, get a little more type advantage orbs. There we go, so there goes that counter. There we go. Alright, we get another one. Okay. I mean, honestly, best case scenario here, right, is that we get... There we go. We actually get through this phase this turn alone. I don't think that's going to happen, but, I mean, that would actually be a really good scenario because then we can enter the next phase of the fight with the revive ready in case anything goes wrong, because that's where we're going to start having to deal with the AoEs and that big super. Although this super, I think he can super twice here, and that could actually kill us if he does. There we go. We get the counters coming through, and that's post super, so they're even... Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. We are definitely finishing him here, and there goes that super. Oh my goodness, UI alone finished off this phase. Okay. Alright, well, there we go. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, so let's transform TOPPO.
Justice any longer. That side of me is through.
All right, excellent. So since it is past turn 6, we can actually use his active right now.
I ordain what will and will not exist. That's my cause. And to serve it, I forsake all else.
Excellent. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay, so probably gonna die here somehow, some way. All right, we get the dodge. Double digits on the normal. Double digits on that. Okay. There we go. UI decided to miss a dodge, and that's what does it.
This fight's not over yet. Vegeta at 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
Alrighty, so with that, we come back and we have we have our other Toppo ready to go here. So let's go ahead, let's transform him.
I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That side of me is through.
Okay, and we should be able to use this one's active as well.
I ordain what will and will not exist. That's my cause. And to serve it, I forsake all else.
Ooh, not bad. 13 million. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, let's put UI here. We don't have the full chance to dodge here, but it's still probably best case scenario. And of course, wow, we are just full of dodge misses today. What is going on? There we go. Alright, we do get the critical hit on the counter. Alright, here we go. Now we're starting to dodge. Nice. Okay, we get the additional super. Alright, so triple super here should actually protect us from just about anything in case we decide to miss the dodge. And there we go, but we are not. We are getting the counter here on the super attack. So with the triple super, this should actually do quite a bit of damage. Yep, 7.5 million. Nice. There we go. We'll take that. Alright, Jiren with 28 million. Look at him. Alright, and looks like Jiren's going to wrap this up for us. So honestly, pretty good showing here, despite the fact that this is one of his hardest fights for Toppo. So, I mean, honestly, pretty good here. So, there we go. Alright, we wrap that up, and now we head on over to the final round of this Grand Tour. This has been a long one. Thank you guys for sticking around for this long. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop on into the Blue Evolution Vegeta stage. Alrighty, so here we are. We are in the final stage here of this Grand Tour, running once again a pretty similar team. Like I said, this is kind of the best setup for Toppo right now. So, I mean, no need to not take advantage of it, right? So, we are going to have a bit of an issue here because Tech UI is slot 7, right? That's always, as I've mentioned multiple times before, this is my biggest beef with him, is that if this happens, especially in a fight like this where dodge is canceled in the next phase, we could actually lose here, actually, depending on how this goes. Alright, nice. Okay. Alright, and there are quite a few attacks in slot 2 as well, so that means Vegeta's going to be able to get his build. So at this point, we'll have both of their revives ready as long as we fall below the HP threshold. There we go. Can we get an additional super? Yes, there we go. Perfect. Alright, and there goes the super from Evokin, which Vegeta should tank on turn 1 post-super. Yep, double digits. Very nice. There we go. Alright, we do get the additional super with Dispo, so now all we need him to do is dodge in that last slot there. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, so we're going to put Toppo, the friend Toppo in the front here. We're going to grab this with Jiren, get his full 24 key, and then send off Toppo here. Alright, so this is probably going to be his best, aside from the transformation turn. Turn 1 is going to be his best turn against Evokin here, so we might have to worry a little bit between now and the time we transform him, but I mean, with this fight being as just short as it is, even though it is difficult, probably going to be best case to transform him right away. There we go. Oh, wow. Jiren's going to take the super. Oh, can he take this super? 250k. Honestly, that's not too bad with double. Well, I mean, I guess we do have double support from the Toppo. But even then, that's still pretty good. I don't know why people slept on this EZA so much.
Goku! 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 Dad! Goku!
It's up to you, Kakarot. Don't you fail.
Alrighty, so with that, we're going to put Tech UI here in front, and while we are going to be risking the 70% dodge, hopefully he makes up for his Gogeta runs here. Okay, as soon as I said that too. We are risking the Gogeta, what happened with Gogeta here, simply for the extra attack buff that he can give to AGL and Int Blue Evolution, so we can just get through this phase sooner rather than later, right? So hopefully this works out. Alrighty, gets the dodge. Can we dodge the super? Yes. Okay, we're good. Alright, so 13 million on AGL UI, so definitely doing a little bit better. There we go. We get the additional super. There we go. Alright, and now, if we're lucky, blue... Oh, wow, okay, of course. We're missing dodges left and right today. Alright, so if we're lucky, Blue Evolution will get his 3 crits here and actually finish off this phase for us. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's good if he doesn't, right? Because then we can have a revive prepared coming back into this when we still won't be able to transform Tech UI. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, this works out. So now we just need to make sure we don't die this phase, and we'll be good. That's not too bad, right? All right, let's go ahead and transform Toppo, though.
I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That side of me is through.
Alrighty, so we can probably pretty safely put Toppo here in front. There we go, and all that for Dispo. Perfect. Alright, so taking double digits from Evoken, that's actually really good considering how much Evoken deals on those normals. So good for him. Alright, nice. With the crit, we do 9 million, and Jiren's actually going to wrap it up for us with that 17 million. Pretty good. Nice. Alright, so this brings us into the final phase, which is perfect. We have the revive prepped, and this is our rotation with 2 revive units. So honestly, this is best thing that could have happened. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's just chuck Tech UI in front. Let's let ourselves die. We know it's going to happen. Let's just enjoy the ride. And there goes that super. Oh, wow.
This fight's not over yet. Vegeta at 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
Alrighty, so we are post-revive. We can start dodging things now, so let's go ahead. Let's do Vegeta's active.
I'll hit you with an attack you won't be able to destroy! This is everything I've got!
Alright, not bad. Post-revive for that active skill, really, really good. Alright, so who do we put in front here? I feel like Vegeta should stay in front, right, since it is his post-revive turn. This is kind of his best defensive turn, so that's probably good. And let's use Toppo's active.
I ordain what will not exist, that's my cause. And to serve it, I forsake all else.
Ooh, not bad. Hitting close to numbers with Blue Evolution. That's pretty good. Alright, here we go. And now 22 million on Blue Evolution Vegeta. Alright, we get the crit. Nice. Okay, we actually procced all 3 supers here. Excellent. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think we can finish this turn even with the buff. Oh, we get a well, I feel like maybe a double super with Jiren could have helped. Alright, and now 14 million on Toppo. We should have guaranteed crits here. There we go, perfect. And he hits us for the normal. Perfect, so now we can actually transform Tech UI and start getting those dodges. Alrighty, here we go. So we get UI's domain up, and pretty sure with this turn, we can wrap things up here. Alright, let's grab that. Let's grab that. We'll try to get another turn with the other dispo, and let's grab that. There we go, we get the counter. Nice, there we go. Additional super. This might be another one of those where Tech UI just straight up solos. Alright, we get the counter. Okay, no crits though. Can we crit on this one? We haven't crit on a single one of these. There we go. Alright, AGL UI, your turn then. We got 27 mil. Nice. And it is the additional super on an AGL UI that does the trick. So, I mean, this is definitely one of his hardest fights because it is short, right? We can't rely on some of the dodging that we rely on for the other characters, so we do need Tech UI. But it did work out for Toppo. We did manage to transform one of them and see him tank some attacks pretty well from the final phase here, more so than I definitely anticipated him to, especially considering how much we know that the Evocan and Blue Evolution hit for in this phase, right? Right now, currently, they are the hardest hitting normals and the hardest hitting super on global. So, kind of nice to see he can tank as well as he's doing in those phases post transformation into the God of Destruction, right? So, honestly, after running all of this, I have to say I am thoroughly impressed with Toppo as a card, right? Having access to, obviously, one of the best teams in the game certainly helps him, but he's still not lacking in the proper support in link partners, right? He's getting even more with the upcoming sub-EZAs, and eventually LR Jiren when that guy drops. So, I mean, he's definitely looking to be in a really good spot for the foreseeable future with how good a lot of these reps EZAs are. So, guys, that is it for the video. Thank you all for sticking around as long as you did. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what did you think of this longest Grand Tour, and what are your thoughts on Toppo as we've arrived through the end of this whole event? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.